I am not giving up on this webcam. Hey, power forwards. This is actually, I think, the first time you've seen me with the light source in front of me. So, I don't really know how much hockey stuff I have to talk about. I just wanted to make a video. I just wanted to. It was necessary. So, really, I'm going to write a few blog posts. I wrote one a few days ago, and that one got deleted with the advent of, hey, the internet at work crashed. Thanks. That one consisted of, hey, Buffalo scientists at my college found out that, hey, when playing youth hockey, a lot of kids aren't getting in danger and punished and hurt from checking. It's not happening. What is happening is they're falling on their faces and running into goalposts and hurting themselves. Which, why people didn't think of this earlier really makes no sense to me. Duh. I've had myself wrapped around a goalpost because my jackass goalie tripped me. And it doesn't feel good. I've run headfirst into the boards. I was checking someone at the time, which is against the law in girls hockey, but I ran into the boards. It hurt. I sat on the bench for a while. I didn't get a penalty for it. Because I make my checks look like I'm the victim. Because I'm smart. So, really, this has always been something kind of close to my heart, where I like to focus on what happens to make players hurt. I've always kind of been a little med in the head. I was a med major still am a med major. I might change for a little bit, so I like knowing when injuries happen. I've done reports, countless reports, on counting every death that happened in hockey and relating it back to cuts, which in the entire recorded history of NHL, KHL injuries, only one death occurred from a cut in the neck, and it happened at practice in Russia. Just nice for you to know. No one's ever died from a cut in the neck. The other ones were hitting your head from a fight, which a lot of that stopped once helmets were kind of brought into the NHL. The latest death was in 2009, Don Sanderson, of the, why do I know this? Of the Whitby Dunlops. I don't forget anything. I read it once and then I know it forever. And then a few more deaths. We all know that Craig McTavish was the last guy to play without a helmet. So, really, that once helmets were instilled in the NHL, deaths kind of tapered off forever. Which is good news, because if everyone's dying during the favorite sport that I like to watch, then no one will play the sport anymore. So, really, people don't get hurt by checking in the youth leagues. This was solely youth. They get hurt because they run into things. So, hockey isn't really that dangerous. I mean, when I play hockey, I go through this weird moment of clarity where I'm like, I'm on razor blades that are this thin, chasing a puck this big, with a stick taller than I am, because I play with a huge stick. I like it. And the goal is to throw it at someone in front of netting. I mean, the concept of hockey is skewed from the beginning. It really is a skewed sport. But I think that's why I like it, and I think that's why a lot of people like it. Because hockey is made for psychopaths and people who are insane. But anyway, that's one blog post. The other one, this morning, during a moment of sleeplessness at 6 a.m., I was reading this article by the Hockey News about the draft and the summit going on in Toronto about women's hockey. Now, I'm the first to say I hate Title IX sports, and basically, if you're not from the United States, you don't know what that is. It's basically a law that put in that says that for every male sport that colleges and high schools have, they have to have an equal women's sport. And from that, there's usually like women's softball, women's hockey. It's it. I remember I went to Hooters and we walked in and I sat down and they had some women's softball game in the middle of May. and I looked at the TV, and I looked at my friends and go, why are Title IX sports on the TV? And they just let, because you don't think a girl's going to say that. I'll say it. But women's hockey's always been something that's kind of like close to my heart. I remember, I forget what, we were having a get-together with me and all my friends, and a lot of my friends are hockey fans. Go figure. Actually, there's like 5 of us. But, and during the get-together, the Team USA versus Team Hockey Canada was playing, and of course I wanted it on the TV, and my guy friends are sitting there. Girls hockey sucks. Why are we watching girls hockey? Why don't we put a real sport on? And I'm just sitting there. The entire time. Because I play girls hockey. And, you know, girls hockey, there's a little bit difference there. I watched it during the entire Olympics, and I really started to notice it. Girls ice hockey is what everyone loves about Sidney Crosby, Ovechkin, Vincent LeCavalier. What those players bring to the table. Derek Roy, Marty St. Louis, Nathan Gerbe. What those players bring to the table. Phil Kessel. I'm just going to continue this list as I try to talk. They bring speed. They bring soft hands, good puck handling. That's what you have to have in women's hockey, because you can't bulldoze through the guy right there. You can't, because it's illegal. And so that's why I like women's hockey, because the fancy hockey, that's all it is, because you can't check. It's the most frustrating thing in the world when you're playing it, but it does help you develop those things. How to deke, how to do this. I have horrible puck handling skills, but I know how to handle the puck. And I only have horrible puck handling skills compared to everyone around me. When I play against the guys, I'm very good at poke checks. Why? I don't play defense, but it's just something you learn. So those blog posts are coming up. Penn signed Asham yesterday for a 1-year contract. This shocked everyone, and rightfully so. He's a flyer. The Penn signed flyer. Fill in the blanks. I went to the Winter Classic. Asham's one of those guys I just can't wrap my head around. I don't know if I like him. I don't know if I hate him. He's just there. And it's not even like something I can say, oh, I like staring at him. I don't. It's just like, yeah. So, based on my last 2 videos, you might have seen that I had my cancer biopsy. It came back. I am cancer-free. Yay! And it's healing up nicely. So that's all I've got to say for now. This has been PJ the DJ on the net. And signing off. See you later.